Cutting-edge scale, guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we're here with Tuesday Reset, meaning the very first Iron Banana has arrived, of course, Ashen Iron. I thought it would honestly be a lot more interesting, but it's basically just standard Iron Banner. Nothing's changed, really. I thought it would be like a really big investment or something because it's the whole Ashen Iron event or DLC. But if you do, of course, do this Iron Banner event, you can, of course, get some Iron Banner gear and everything, some sets. But the one weapon you can obtain that's come back is going to be the brand new sort of version of the Finite Impactor. Of course, now it is solar. So this used to be an arc weapon and everything. Pretty interesting. I think the original, the very first one, was kinetic, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a Suros hand cannon. I will say some people absolutely hate these, but there is a lot of people who really love these because they do have a certain feel to them, and they can feel really, really sticky. You think like annual skates and everything. The Finite Impactor as a solar weapon could be super interesting as well. There is going to be some really interesting roles now because it is going to be a solar weapon. You can, of course, get the solar sort of perks. It will have the iron grip, and it also does have rapid hit in this column as well, which is super interesting. So elemental capacitor, rapid hit. But the Finite Impactor itself, it is the only weapon you can get from this Iron Banner event, which is super interesting. I don't know, as I said, why this is such a lackluster event considering it's the Ashen Iron freaking DLC. But whatever, we're going to go in with the Finite Impactor. So without further ado, let's go in with the Impactor hand cannon. Alrighty, so this is going to be the Finite Impactor on some risky lands with, of course, the solar version. So now I will be able to use heal clip and everything, which is super interesting. And I don't even know which way to kind of go here. Oh, buddy. And there's a guy at the back. Oh my god, I'm going to get wormed. Do not freaking worm me. But the Finite Impactor itself, this should be really interesting, as I said, because it is solar now. It does have, of course, the heal clip sort of roll, and that's going to be a Fang of Irute on the back of the map. This is gonna be so horrible to play against. But because it is a solar weapon, I now, of course, do have things like heal clip and everything, which is just gonna be super interesting when it comes to dueling and everything like that. So if I can get a kill like this guy, buddy, there we go. If he actually hit me once there, I get the heal going. You see cure by 2, which is gonna be super nice, just for kind of trying to. Oh my god, what the just happened? I went backwards through his body or something. And buddy, get the hell down from open top of your perch. You're not freaking Batman, okay? You're not freaking Batman. Oh, but he's getting away, yo. But yeah, it's a solar hand cannon with heal clip, which is pretty rare, apart from things like Igneous, which obviously is just insane. But you never really get the 140s with the the heal clips and everything like that. You can see it's a pretty sticky sort of hand cannon too. I mean, it can hit absolute domes, I will say. It honestly feels really nice as a dueling sort of hand cannon. And I am so dead. Get away from me, buddy. Oh! Still hunt from the back. Who is using still hunt in this freaking time and age? But if you can't hit your headshots with this sort of hand cannon, it is honestly super nice. I will say though, this is one of these hand cannons that it's kind of like personal preference. Some people love these sort of hand cannons. Some people just don't really like how they feel and everything. It is obviously going to be personal preference, and I will say because this is a 140, I am pretty stuck to range in terms of people are using Fang of Irute right now, which is just raiding me from downtown. Obviously Igneous Hammer and everything's going to be insane as well. And oh my god, I got Randy hit by a stupid ass thing. Yo, can we just like legit give me the 1v1s, please? I would just take some 1v1 fights, please, and thank you. Get this guy though. That's a shotgun. Oh, there we go. God damn it. Give me a 1v1 against a hand cannon so I can actually show you can hit triple taps with this thing. But I will say, like, when it comes to the hand cannon, you're not really going to use this over probably. And oh, here's the heal clip, thank god. Well, I'm not probably going to use this over, of course, like Igneous or whatnot. Igneous is just so much more consistent. It's obviously a 120, so it can absolutely rail damage wise, and it can go pretty damn far. It's just come out at a really weird time, and it is honestly kind of weird that it is going to be a solar weapon now. There was no issues with this being, of course, arc. The only thing I kind of will give this is that it does have heal clip, of course, with Magnificent Hell. So get a kill with a bunch of headshots in it, and then all of a sudden you will be able to kind of start to rail with, of course, the heal clip and everything too. You'll insta heal the base scale of a jewel, so there's kind of that going for it. But for the most part, I don't see this being anything too special. Like, it's good and everything, but for the most part, it's just kind of like a bog standard sort of hand cannon. Oh my god, we got him, thank god. Here's where I heal. Oh, it is nice. Obviously I'm suppressed, so I don't constantly heal, but it is nice for that. I will give it that much. And oh, there we go. Give me that triple tap. So yeah, I will say that if you were kind of on the fence before about this weapon or about doing Iron Banner this weekend or whatever, if you want to like, play Borderlands or something, I don't think this is going to be anything where I'm saying, oh my god, it's going to be the meta anytime soon. It's nice and everything, but it's going to be personal preference if you like the Suros model, which is the first thing. And then secondly, it's just, oh my god, buddy. There we go. I didn't get the final blow. Oh, I still got cure. Okay. But it's really just going to be up to if you like the Suros model. I thought like even perk combos, it is super nice for dueling, but at the moment, because Igneous is a thing with heal clip anyway and like other perks, I feel like it's just better weapons in the game at the moment. Like obviously you could use this as, or get one of these just kind of as if, or as, oh my god, safety measure. As in, I was trying to say or something. But getting this as a safety measure just in case 120s ever get like a massive nerf or anything like that. It could be really, really nice for that, but oh, that's a freaking dog right up my ass. But other than that, it's nothing too fancy. I think it's a cool ass hand cannon and whatnot, but there's just a lot of other weapons in the game right now that honestly do some freaking work. Like it can hit some dome skis like that. Buddy, come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is where I talk about when you get the triple taps. It's actually super satisfying, buddy. Oh, there we go. Oh, heal quick, heal quick. No, heal clip saved me. So it is nice with net shots, but like you can do that with pretty much any hand cannon. So as I said, it's just really the model like you're kind of looking at, the Suros model. That's all that really gives us an edge over maybe some other hand cannons. Couple of chachas down here though, guys. Oh, don't worry, boys, I've got some, and that's a Rifty boy. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Bang every you right now is just crazy. Like that's what I'm saying as well. It is a 140, so the ranges are kind of just like, it's hard to warrant it at the moment. That's what I'm saying. Just get it as maybe a safety just in case all the things get nerfed in terms of range. But right now, scout rifles, especially on this map, it's just like they're pain. They are a pain to play against. Oh, I don't think you're gonna see this finite impactor that often. GG's, boys. Unless nobody freaking dies, this is gonna be the L loss. But for the most part, finite impactor. As I said, it's an interesting hand cannon, but when it comes down to it, I just don't see this being anything like completely different to what we already have. The cure and the heal clip is super, super nice, but you got Igneous and then you have rapid hit and stuff for Magnificent Hell. But at the moment with just the ranges as a 140, it's super, super nice for dueling, but I don't think it's going to be anything amazing. Alrighty, so we're going to be going into the PvE side of things, of course, with the little hand cannon that could. And this finite impactor PvE, it should be nice, especially with all the mods this season. And it does have, of course, the PvE sorts of perks you're kind of looking for, like heal clip especially is obviously super, super nice. But the fact that it obviously will have that burning ambition, I don't know why it didn't get in CAD. I mean, obviously it's gonna be nice against shields and whatnot. And burning ambition's of course great endgame, but you kind of need both. I think you need, you definitely, if you're gonna have roles, you need both burning ambition and of course in CAD to kind of really sell it on the PvE side. But yeah, you still of course are gonna have that heal clip and everything. Precision instruments is on this as well. As I said, there is some interesting sorts of roles you can kind of get, and of course, oh my god. Okay, everyone just died there. But yeah, there is some interesting roles for PvE and everything, but as I said, it's just like, there's so many weapons that are kind of similar to this, so I don't know what's really setting this too far apart from other weapons, bar obviously rapid hit being the randy ass right hand column. But other than that, I just don't see anything like super, super duper special about this weapon compared to others, so as I said, when it comes down to, of course, grinding it out and everything, maybe it's worth getting some rolls. As I said, the last soda sort of 140, I'd say, was a while ago. I mean, we never really get soda 140s that often, but even still, it doesn't set itself apart too much from those other ones, apart from that, obviously, it's from the new season. But of course, it's still gonna feel pretty nice. Obviously, it just Suros says synergy on it too, if we really want to kind of get that for the top half and whatnot. But as I said, it's just kind of like, it's an average ass hand cannon, especially for the season to be called Ash of Iron. I thought Iron Banner was gonna come back and be insanely good, but it's come back and just like the exact same as it was, with even less gear. There is of course going to be things like the temporal blast charge mod and whatnot too, which is actually really nice on a hand cannon, so there is kind of that too. But as I said, that's a temperamental mod and whatnot. As I said, I just don't really see too much of what makes this different to what we currently have in the game in terms of hand cannons. And oh, did I get him? Thank you. I got blasted by everything, but that's where heal clip obviously comes in super, super nice. As I said, heal clip is just such a godsend PvE. It's one of the best perks in the game. But other than that, it's just like, there's a ton of other hand cannons you probably already have and everything, and I didn't really do that. I want to do this. But there's probably other hand cannons you already have and you're already using and whatnot, so when it comes down to a PvE, I don't think it's going to take a lot over things like, obviously, the heat eccentric and whatnot. Maybe if you want to use, of course, avant-garde and whatnot, you might want to use this one, but overall, it's just like, I don't really know what to say. It's just like a really kind of average-ish sort of hand cannon. There's nothing that's jumping at me. I'm like, oh my god, what a crazy ass perk combo or whatnot. I mean, there's some pretty interesting ones, but nothing absolutely freaking crazy. Alrighty, so final boss time, of course, with a little finite impactor that could. And as I said, overall, it's a nice feeling hand cannon. I don't mind how it feels and whatnot. It's pretty snappy and everything, but I think overall, especially PvE, is probably not a snap build for here. I mean, when I look at the rolls, there is, as I said, those burning ambitions and whatnot and the heal clips, but for the most part, like there's moving targets and rapid hits and everything, which are not really, the PvE sorts of perks and everything. So I do think overall that obviously, what the, what do you think overall? Yeah, it's just kind of a bit more for PvP. And then when it comes to PvP, there's a lot of hand cannons that are kind of like this in terms of 140s and everything. Maybe the heal clip, as I said, is the like one interesting thing that's completely different. So that gives it kind of a unique sort of kind of the one unique thing it kind of gives it for PvP. It's just like it's kind of average. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't think it's anything I'd be sitting here going, oh my god, this thing's absolutely crazy. You've got to get it. And as I said, it's even more, I'd say, sour, that like feeling, because this is a hand cannon that, or this is a weapon that's come back in the Iron Banner event that's in Ash of Iron of all things. So I thought that this Iron Banner event was going to be huge and like a lot of changes. Sure, Iron Banner went on hiatus for this freaking event, so the fact that it's basically the exact same thing as it always was, and it's come back with, and this is the only sort of weapon. Yes, you've got higher gear and everything, which is kind of interesting, but I just don't know. For the most part, it's just kind of, yeah. If you're looking for a new weapon, this Iron Banner, this Finite Impactor isn't going to be anything where it's like, oh my god, it's crazy. It's average. Well, that is it for me. And of course, the Finite Impactor hand cannon itself, which you can obtain from Iron Banner, of course, this week. This is the role I was kind of using for both. I do have 2 roles. This is the one I actually kind of get for just doing the event pass. So you can see you get a precision instrument, the enlightened action, but for the most part, as I said, it's just the rolls on this are kind of just a bit bang average for me. And overall, it's just nothing set in the world of light with this one. It's like the rolls are just, we've had them on other weapons. Maybe as a 140, as I said, it is interesting. We got the heal clip stuff for dueling, and of course, rapid hit could be interesting. Magnificent Toe. But I don't see a lot of people use this, mainly because the base stats on this too it's pretty average when it comes to range. Like you could obviously increase your range rolls a little bit more, but it's got some pretty bad base stats. They never ramped up and everything compared to other hand cannons in the game. And also range right now is just all scouts, pulses, and like 120s. So for the most part, Finite Impact or PvP, it's just a bit average for me. It's gonna be, it's super interesting, and maybe you should have some rolls of it just as backups just in case. But for the most part, it's just better weapons in the game. And then PvE, without the Incan, it's kind of hard to say it's going to be great PvE for most scenarios. Burning Ambition is there, which is interesting on a hand cannon, but I don't know. Heliocentric is there. You got some other sidearms in the game now too. A lot of freaking the shotgun hand cannons as well to do absolute work. So there's just a lot of different variables PvE that go against this one. Without the Incan, of course, the heal clip's kind of combo for general PvE. I just don't think it's going to be anything too amazing. So yeah, overall, it's rare I kind of say it with like certain weapons, because there's something usually really unique about a weapon that comes back. But for the most part, this came back when it's kind of just lackluster. I just don't think it's that great at all. It feels still pretty nice handling wise and everything. That's probably why the range is so ass, because the handling's so nice. But for the most part, overall, Finite Impactor, it's something I'm saying you got to get on, get like rolls of it straight away, because it's pretty average. And if you're not really interested in doing Iron Banner, of course, straight away, hold off for a bit. I don't think you're going to be missing out on this too much. But regardless, if you like the video, just like, I'm going to do some more content, subscribe, fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see the next collective in the next one.